Welcome everybody, gamers. Class is back in session, and today I, Toxic Terror 86, am going to teach you how to turn one of these little mob spawners into an XP farm. Now currently I am on my hardcore world. I had this ability that this one was very lucky. There's my spawn, and it's right here, exposed, nice and beautiful. So we're going to be working on this one as far as to get this one taken care of. Now, one thing you need to know about spawners is they spawn 4 blocks out from the spawner for a diameter of 9. So these walls are only giving you a diameter of 3. Now, you can leave these existing walls up as they are, but you're losing a lot of spawn points by doing that. So I really do recommend, first thing and foremost, is block around. Take all these blocks down, and that will give you the definition of the wall you actually need. That will open up these spawn points for you and allow you to maximize your abilities. Now, of course, while you're working, you want to make sure that you have the spawner disabled by a torch. And you want to make sure that any of the areas, like these caves around me, I've got lit up. Now, currently, this is the spawn. Now, the way I do it, some people, put slabs or whatever. If you put a piece of glass above this torch, let me see if I can actually times it right. Now, a lot of people, they'll put a solid block up here, and that's fine. But on top of the spawner is technically a spawn point. So by putting a full block, you're blocking a spawn point. By putting a piece of glass right here, it'll allow the mob to spawn on top of the spawner, but will immediately push it off into the farm. So you can do that right there just to make sure you do not lose any spawn points. Now, you can decorate it as you wish. You don't have to decorate it technically. I mean, I'm going through here and decorating it mainly because simple fact is it is exposed. So I will probably come back and put some kind of build around this. And of course, I am still used to speed building in Bedrock. And you can't really speed build in Java like you can Bedrock. But as I said, I'm going to end up putting a build around this. So I want to go ahead and clear all this out and make it look nice now, because otherwise I'll have to break the farm later to make it look nice, and I'd just rather go ahead and do it now, get it over with. Okay, let's see here. I just hope I've got enough stone bricks cooked up. If not, then I'll just have to use whatever cobble I do have and repair anything elsewhere. Now again, you don't have to do this extra work if you don't want to. As you've probably seen in all these videos, a lot of YouTubers will build custom designs and make them look really, really good. And that is kind of what I'll end up doing. Now, I am doing this now, but it will also be clipped in on my first episode of my current season. So it's a little bit of a twofold. I'm getting to teach y'all and going ahead and getting the content from my channel. Now, I'll probably, on the actual episode, go back over this showing how I made it look nice and everything. And now, if you know anything about the spawn mechanics, since Minecraft updated it, it is at a 0 light level. No light for mobs to spawn. Now, me, myself, I like to see what's going on in my mob spawner room. I do, because it allows me to make sure everything's working properly. And so what I like to do is take this tinted glass right here. Where are you at? No, not you. There we go, Silk Touch. Which tinted glass, and I should have done this from the inside. Tinted glass is not one of those that will break if you don't use Silk Touch. So yeah, that has blocked all the light from the outside. If it wasn't for this torch, they would start spawning and I would start being dead. So I like to look into my farms just to make sure they're working properly from the outside. You don't have to. If you don't want to see inside the farm, feel free just to use blocks all the way, but I like to see. Now you want to make sure you drop at least 2 steps below the spawner. Otherwise, anything that spawns will get stuck eventually. You know what? I am going to switch my Silk Touch so I can mine this stone. That way, if I need it to make more stone bricks, I'm not going to be worried about it. Remember that little tip, work smarter, not harder. If I ran out of stone when I'm sitting here with a Silk Touch, that would be crazy. Now this right here is as far as I have to lower it. It's 2 blocks, so any of the skeletons that spawn will move through the farm. However, I do like to go 3 blocks. Only because it does give a little bit more room. Again, that is my personal preference. Everybody will have their own. Now, a lot of YouTubers, or not just YouTubers, but Minecrafters, they will do this water chamber, drop chamber to make everything a one-hit kill. And that's fine and dandy if you've already been to the nether and got your soul sand and stuff. However, if you're like me and you haven't been to the nether yet, you're not going to have the soul sand to do a water elevator, so I can't do it to set it up as a one-drop kill. But if you have a good sword, especially with this being a skeleton, you have a Smite 5 sword, especially one with sweeping edge as well, you'll do just fine killing them faster than they can spawn anyway. Now again, like I said, you want to make sure as you're doing this, everything is lit up. Now I want at least, there we go. That gives me 1 level below and 1 level above the spawner. So I can clearly see in here with no issue. And yes, I'm trying to be very careful because since I am doing this for my hardcore series, I am on hardcore. I hate hearing those horses out there. Alright, now here's this spawner room already set up. Now I've already marked this, since this is my viewing chamber, this is going to be the front. So what I need to do is go at least one block. However, if you only go one block, there are chances that they can fight it and go back up. So you want to go at least two. Now, I'm clearing off this level because I want to make sure this whole thing looks nice. So I'm going to replace this floor with stone bricks right quick. Again, this is my preference. It's not something you have to do. You can leave it at whatever material it is, whether it's stone, granite, andesite, deep slate. You can leave it as it is. I just want to make it look just a little bit better. And of course, if you're worried about any type of situation while you're in here, you can throw down extra lights to make sure everything's lit up better. As long as you've got the one torch, you're going to be good, because it's going to prevent anything from spawning. You just might want a little bit extra light to help you see while you're in here. And okay, I hear a zombie. Oh, is he like right there? Let's get this coal. Now, a good thing about these is they will spawn, but you still gotta make sure the caves around it are all lit up, or otherwise it's going to cut down the spawn rates. And then any hole, like right here, I dug up this coal, just replace it. Make sure there's as little spawn points as possible, and it will drastically improve your rates. And again, this little, you're not going to ever see anything inside this drop chamber, so me actually going through here and making it look good is purely for me. Now what I want to do is I'm going to do this, and just to help, I'll pop that right there. And actually, now if you got your floor situated properly, yes, zombies. Ooh, there's skelly boys out there too. Hello. Water goes 8 blocks. So the water should come straight to this edge. As you see, it is doing just that. Now you can make an infinite source by placing one every other block apart. So it is recommended you have at least 2 water buckets. I like to have 3, just in case I do ever misclick somewhere. And then what you do is you place one right here at this end, which will make all of them push towards right here. They will all fall into this corner, and this is where you're going to set up a kill chamber. Now, you have to be within 15 blocks of the spawner, so I do not recommend going too far, but you need to have this drop at least 2 blocks. That way when they drop, you're not worried about anything else. So we're going to come right here. temporarily remove those. I'm going to go ahead and place me a little light right here for right now. And then what we're going to do is 1, 2. One, two. One into there, one into there. Now, as I stated, I'm going to end up making this look a whole lot better. Now, this being a skeleton, you can drop it like this, but there are going to be chances that they're going to be able to harm you. So you really ideally want a slab, and that is something I forgot. It's a slab. So I want to make sure that my little path right here is lit up, and I can get out of here, because I know mobs are already spawning all over this place, because I have not finished lighting up this hill yet. I just have finished doing the house and my iron farm. Those, of course, are not on the being built on camera, because I've been built them both. Go ahead and make it day. Make it a little bit easier. Oh, there we go. There's the slabs. Now, any slabs will do. You can even say put trap doors and stuff, but you at least want that slab, or otherwise, when they fall in, they'll stand inside that hopper. And when they stand inside that hopper, they can angle you and shoot you. So, making sure. And speaking of shooting, I was hoping he had died. I mean, I did light up this cave somewhat, but I didn't want to jump in that hole. Now, I will need to light that up if I want the best rates inside this farm. But right now, what you can do is I'll go ahead and grab those two. Now all I want to do is just put that slab right there. And I'll make a better entrance to the kill chamber on my video, so let's see here. What we want to do first is, and I got my golden axe at least, so. Now see, as soon as we pop that, they're going to start spawning. Even with this little bit of light. Now no light can get in there, so they'll continue spawning. We come down here right now. See, there's the stuff I already broke. And they'll land right here. And you just sit there and kill them. Now, my sword is unenchanted. I don't have smite. I don't have sweeping edge. So I'm not going to be able to one-shot them. But, again, it is efficient. You can build this any other way. As long as you're within 15 blocks of this spawner, they will continuously spawn until the spawn cap is reached. There they go. You can always go back up there and check it. That's the reason I like the glass. And then you just sit here and take care of them. As far as your storage goes, everything will get picked up by this hopper and funnel through. You can put as much storage here as you think you're going to need. I like to do 2 double chests, just so I have a little bit. See, I don't even have to go up there, and I can hear them spawning. So I know they're going to drop right down just like this. Boom. So there we go. It's not terribly hard. I mean, you could get by with just the one hopper and a single chest. You could get by with just a hopper and not even have a chest. Or if you really, really had to, as you see a lot of people do skyblock before they get iron and stuff, they will literally just have that little half chamber right there, and they'll just manually pick up the drops and put in a chest. So I mean, it's not the fastest XP farm in the world, but I mean, as you see, we're getting arrows, we're getting bows, we're getting bones. And they're still spawning in, so I probably should throw some extra lights right around here. Just to kind of help with mob proofing. Alright, like I said, quick, simple, and easy. Not much to it. So if you find you a spawner, this is all you have to do. Now, of course, like I said, if you've been to the nether, you can get soul sand, do water elevators, drop kill them to where it's just one. If you really wanted to, you could attempt to AFK there. And once the mob cap of 24 is in that little slot, they'll start auto dying on their own to be able to collect a little bit of loot. But your best bet on a skeleton spawner, at least, Smite 5, Sweeping Edge. You want to make sure you have Mending and Unbreaking. And that's really all you need. Now, if you want a lot of bones and stuff, get that looting as well. But hey, that being said, that's how you make the farm. So I hope you enjoyed. And now I gotta go repair my tools and get me some XP up to start getting more tools. That being said, like, share, subscribe, and have a nice day.